Honestly, by the end of this episode, I'm gonna be like fully aware of how the Bible went. Hi guys, I'm Neodyinamite, and welcome back to the council. Now, we are still on the investigation. However, I think it is the time to finally finish said investigation. Who killed Elizabeth? I don't know. Honestly, none of the characters that has been pointed out in this investigation give like any type of idea who could have done this. It could be anybody, except for few people. So I'm just gonna go back quickly to Lord Mortimer, talk with him, just to be sure, because I think that the person who actually killed Elizabeth was no other than Mother herself. Why do I exactly suspect Saraf? Well, let's put it this way. She's like the only guy who had like a motive to actually kill Elizabeth. She's a woman, so that will match. I'm not exactly sure why she tried to stab her 9 times. Maybe the number here is like the...
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
I don't know.
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out.
Come on. Finish with the
notice
talking.
any-
Right, so I talked with Piaggi. He didn't tell me anything new. So that's like a surprise. Someone is talking, but I don't know who. Is there like a oh, you have a parrot. I did not notice. Hello. Can I talk with you? Apparently I cannot. Okay, so let's go maybe to the where are we? Where have this thing? Journal. Okay, there you go. So Adams has been killed by somebody. She has been stabbed 9 times. Later on, she has been lifted up by somebody strong. However, the knife, somebody with a small hand could only use the knife. Okay, so a man could possibly not kill her. Mortimer was playing cards with Piaggi, with Bonaparte, who left before midnight, and with Washington. Okay, so Washington didn't have like a motive. I think he could have, but then again, his hands are like too big, and I don't think he's strong enough to actually like lift Elizabeth. He could, but I don't think it was him. Von Woller was in love with Elizabeth, so again, he doesn't have a motive, I believe. Derichet, she has a motive. She's a woman. She's actually quite good at her job because she's like in the order, so you know, we saw her in the the prologue, so she's quite capable of a woman. Then comes Emma and her sister Emily. The thing is, I don't think... Okay, we are talking with Emily all the time, so that means that Emma, her sister, is somewhere around. We haven't spoke with her even once, so she could actually do this thing. Then we have Mr. Holm. He's a man, but then again, his hands are like quite small. But Louis pointed out directly that the hands were too small for a man, so I'm guessing that completely discards even old people. So Piaggi, who is like quite fragile, goes out. Bonaparte goes out. Like every single man goes out, right? Unless she has been stabbed after the murder, because she has been stabbed 9 times, and Louis told us that those wounds were not deep, only the one final wound that has stabbed her in the heart and she bleeded out. So, no idea. That's definitely not Peru. Frankly, even though that all the evidence go towards him, he is not the killer. He was involved, but I don't think it was him. It was somebody else. Mr. Mortimer.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
Stop writing for like 5 seconds.
I'm listening, Louis.
Oh, listening, Louis. Okay, so as much as this is tempting to click I have clues, but I prefer not to accuse anyone, I actually want to see what's gonna happen if I'm gonna point somebody. Will that person disappear or something else?
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
Okay, so this was one of the female guests. Right. Elizabeth Adams herself. That sounds a little bit too stupid. Emily and Emma. Not exactly. That's not gonna work. So, my mother. But then again, in the visions of Louis, she only has like one hand. So that means that that's the point where Peru showed up. Maybe... Maybe actually Sarah stabbed her 9 times and Peru finished the job? No idea.
From what I've found out, I believe that my mother is the culprit. Even though I find it hard to accept.
Sarah? But why her?
Oh, the murderer is a woman.
The print left on the knife near the body was left by a slender hand. Without a doubt, the hand of a woman.
And there aren't many female guests. I see. Anything else, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff. A piece of dress.
I found a piece of fabric that appears to have belonged to her and proves she was present at the scene of the crime.
Interesting. Anything else?
Elizabeth thought that mother was going to kill her.
Elizabeth thought that mother was going to kill her. Difficult to believe in a simple coincidence in light of recent events.
Indeed, it's uncanny.
And
Anything else?
violent past with Elizabeth.
I found out that there was a long history between Elizabeth and my mother. She had been her personal doctor and had tortured her throughout her childhood.
And so she could have tried to silence Elizabeth so the truth wouldn't get out and damage her reputation. Well, it's possible. Have you anything else?
Nope, that's all.
I think that there is more than enough evidence here.
Indeed, it's very worrying. Everything seems to indicate that your mother is responsible for Elizabeth's murder. Given the distinguished guests and the political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way.
Now that we've examined the question from all sides, maybe you could explain to me why you asked me here, my lord.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Okay. She isn't missing. She's hiding. She does it often. She isn't missing, aren't she?
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
I should have probably not told him that mother isn't missing, isn't she? Why did my mother sell arms? Also, the question is, does Mortimer actually is completely honest with you? Because a person of his magnitude, a person with his knowledge, a person with his position could be easily lying left, right, and center.
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what he said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I wish I would know, but I don't. I thought you were gonna tell me. She was looking for a buyer. I don't trust him. I have absolutely no idea.
If only my mother trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Ha ha ha, maybe she's worried of somebody. She might have discovered something. She definitely didn't lose her mind. She may have discovered something?
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Oh, really? Now the question is, how honest are you with me right now? Enough about her, what of her disappearance? What did you speak about together?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Oh, I can actually, like, be smart here. Okay.
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
What? I have more info on this?
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
What?
Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest.
What?
In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Somebody else is coming? Oh yeah, because I still have like one slot.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
Okay, so where is that thing? The box room is this thing? You can't be serious, right? Think of this. Tower, wait, what? I haven't been here. What is this thing? I don't know. Hello? Okay, suspicious. So, the vision was actually like real?
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
Okay.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Peru?
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
I have literally no idea what he's talking about. Press to consult your notes. Okay, right. Time for more investigation, people. Let's look around. Let's see what's this.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Okay, oh, something shiny.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Later on, it will be called a cash, literally. Okay, I've got some things when I was like talking with Mortimer. Did I actually like unlock it anything else? I don't think so. Like I saw like a bunch of things. Inspector. Okay. I think I just like gained the skills in different like talents. Oh wait, I got this thing. Okay. You denounced your own mother to Lord Mortimer in the course of the investigation to Elizabeth Adams' death. You have found all the clues and explored all the traces during the investigation into Elizabeth Adams' death. Accuser. You denounced a suspect for the murder of Elizabeth Adams to Lord Mortimer. You choose to spend the whole night with Emily. Okay, so that's a different thing. Right. Let's keep looking. What's this? Oh yes, more of this crap. What's this?
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Ugh. Oh. Would you look at that? Examine the painting.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his savior.
Okay, so which one allows me to... Okay, next skill use is free, so let's get this thing. There you go. I remember the story. The myth of St. Paul is well known. Difficulty free, difficulty free.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Great! If there is God, Smitey. Oh, mighty smiter, and God answered the call, and he smited him. All his power and glory. Oh, wait, something's over there. Go around, Louis. Come on. What's this?
What is this disc?
Observe the disc. Science. Shit. Okay, next skill is free.
Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Wow, so take it? Magnetic. Too bad you didn't. I had to investigate that thing to have knowledge that that thing is magnetic. Ugh. Oh.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Open?
I think I heard something fall to the ground.
Use
A
the
metallic
disc.
sound, like. We'll see if it works.
Brilliant. Really? That was easy. Hello?
It's open.
Yeah, really? You're a smartass. Okay, Louis. Watch your step. This is wandering. What's this?
Great, honey.
Okay.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. St. Paul is shown holding a sword.
Wait.
Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean?
Okay. You must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is frost in my faith in the man with the sword. Found the man with the sword. Okay. So for now, leave it here. I have to I'm gonna look around and maybe we're gonna find some clues. So I won't have to use my points on that thing. What's this?
Amber crystals.
Ooh! Awesome! More points! Okay, cannot get that thing. Observe the painting.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Rini.
Okay, so I'm guessing he's gonna be the next part. What's this?
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Interesting. So looks like Mother is leaving trails again. Took something. Okay. Observe the painting.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Okay, that's a lot of knowledge. Useless one. Ooh, what's this?
The New Testament.
Oh, it's a book. Okay, analyze the book maybe? The Bible is famous.
This volume dates from the first edition of Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed.
Sweet!
Pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible.
Interesting. What is this thing? Okay, read. Okay, I don't think I want to read it for now. I'm not gonna touch it because I think that thing is actually quite important. Another painting. Observe.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Okay. No info on that thing. Oh, a box. I love boxes. Boxes are the best in this game.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Shit. I don't have... I have air, I think, and water. Don't have air. Ah, crap. Okay, I investigated the first painting and I have a different option here.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
I don't know, you bloody ass tell me. Okay, so what do we have over here? Inspect the painting. He's not even an evangelist.
Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
Yeah, but he has a sword, so... Okay, let's drink this thing. Right, we got this thing now.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay. Trust the faith. Man with the sword. So that means... Let's see, do we have something here?
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
I think that mother left the message hidden in the painting. Because Louis say that that painting is clean. Like somebody worked on it recently. So that means that somebody could take the painting underneath that thing and put it over there. Right? I don't think that Mortimer will allow to have twice the same person in like one section of dimension. So that means that somebody on purpose put it like that guy over there. So that means... okay, let's see. Apostles of Paul. 2-2. No, we need to look like for 1-1, I think. Right? Wait. 2 silence 11, right?
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
Let's see once again.
Paul is shown holding a sword.
Okay, trust the man with the sword.
There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently.
Yeah.
There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome.
Yes.
Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Underlined it twice. 11 underlined it twice. Huh. 11 underlined it twice. I'm trying to figure out this thing, but I don't think this thing is working. Can I actually do something with the different paintings? I don't think so.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew.
Yeah.
Painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit.
So,
who appears
there's only
here
one guy with a sword,
as an
so that's
angel.
obviously him. He's like, has something on the painting, so yeah. Alright. So we need to look for something in the Bible related to Paul. Maybe those 2 pages. Double 11. Okay. Let's go with this one. Back to the beginning. Okay. Apostable to the Romans. No, let's apostable to the pilgrims. Okay. Chapter... Huh. Wait. You're looking for chapter, I think. 11. Right? No, we are looking for chapter 2, verse 11, I believe. Do we have something like that? Back to the beginning. Let's check all of those. Oh, chapter 11, verse 11.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say?
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the 2 groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle.
What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
First try, guys. Clues are not a thing for me. Okay, youngest apostles. Okay. I think he's the youngest one, right?
It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
Okay, what do I know about this apostle?
That's right, St. John is often credited with writing about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible. He's also known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
I have really no idea how to do that thing. Observe the painting. He doesn't have a beard.
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard.
Okay, observe the painting.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
We know that.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. What was it my mother said? That she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle. Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
I have literally no idea. Why the fuck the mother can't just send an SMS or something? Think about the code. Okay. Wait. Once again.
On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young
Second
apostle.
day.
They shall add 1 companion
Second
to their
day.
left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Second day. Apostles. Second day. 3 to the left. Yada yada yada. Wait, does it mean I have to go back to the Bible? The apostles. The apostles, you say, right? Where the shit are the apostles? Apostles, okay. Oh, okay, I think this is the clue. So, wait, what were the numbers? Ah, shit.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I already forgotten. Okay, I've noted this time the thing on my paper, right? So, 1 and 3. 1 to the left and 3 to the right to complete the ranks. So we're looking for 1 and 3. I don't think we have 1 and 3 over here. 1 and 9. Well, 3, if you think about it, like if you multiply 3 by 3, it's gonna be 9. So it could be this one. And I don't think anything else actually like match. Or she hidden the message within 2 verses this time. That could also be like a thing. Acts of the Apostle. Okay, let's go with 1 and 3.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee and was baptized by John in Jordan.
Okay, that's not the thing. Chapter 11, verse 11. I'm glad you found this note. What in the fuck I'm supposed to do here? Okay, I need to like look for additional clues. So, what should I try to use? Okay, lose this thing. Hope I won't regret it. Okay, also need to like cure the negative effects. Can I go?
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Great. You know what? That didn't give me a jack shit. Okay. Book. John. Right? John. Yeah, but doesn't have any fucking sense. I really have no idea. No idea which one I should try to pick. Honestly, I'm running like out of chapters to check. If you're gonna keep doing like this. I'm starting from always from the end, so.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
Okay, that's still not the thing. Chapter 12.
Follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
Okay, that's also not the thing. Right, the final one? No, it's like almost the final one.
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
Oh!
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him.
Yeah, this last comment is about their code.
I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Aww. Okay, when Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his track, awaiting confirmation on his left. In the company of the pilgrims, you have joined him. Shit. Okay. Excuse me, who are you? Observe the painting. Inspect the surroundings.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Paul. Okay, we need to look for Paul, not Mark. Paul. Where is Paul? Paul! Show yourself, motherfucker! I think this is this guy. Observe the painting.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew.
No.
Painted by Guido Reni.
No! Honestly, by the end of this episode, I'm gonna be like fully aware of how the Bible went. I don't think it's this guy. I have burps. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Where the hell are the other paintings? It's not this guy. Where are the other wait, was it this guy? Was he?
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
When Paul understands that only he acts content, he went back to his tracks, awaiting confirmation on his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. To the left? His left. So is that guy? I don't think so. Look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
I wish I would know, but I have no idea. Okay, what about this guy?
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Okay, inspect the surroundings.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew. Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence. It's got to be a reference to the Bible.
Great. Okay.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
I think this is the... Oh, so I was supposed to look for clues
No, nothing of value here.
regarding the previous message. Oh my god, this is so complex. Time to use more drugs. Ah, shit, wrong drug. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Okay, I wanted to use this one.
Pilgrims, if I'm not mistaken, numbered respectively 12 and 14 in the last painting. With the simple operation suggested, that would mean that the new groups are 6 and 7.
Okay, so those are the chapters. 6 and 7. And 12 and 14. 6 and 7. 12 and 14. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. We're looking for 6 and 7. I don't want to go through all of those chapters again because I listened to them already. No, that was not a fun time. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. 6 and 20. 6 and 7. Where in the shit is this thing? The Corinthians. 6 and 7, you say? I don't think I see this thing. I don't think I see this thing here. 6 and 8. Come on. 6 and 7. Where in the shit is the 6 and 7? Didn't found 6 and 7. But I think I saw like 12 and 14 somewhere here. Yeah, there it is.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent.
Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner of this page. The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you,
S?
awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
The angels. Oh, fuck. Okay, check out this thing again.
Oh,
Here's the angel.
probably the place where
Here's
she
the
was
angel.
expecting
So
to get the location
that guy
of
is
the
talking
next
with an angel. So let's go here. Talisman angel. Observe the painting. Look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting. It says half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Half of each.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Corinths. So what? You have to look for the letter of the Corinths? To the Corinths? Wait. Letter to Corinths. I think it was... No, those are the epistolites, so those are like letters? Gospels? I really have no idea. No, Penty, this is the thing. Okay, so go back to the beginning. Where's the...
And there were 7 sons of one skin.
No!
a Jew.
Okay, to the Corinthians 2. So let's see.
Now I pray to God that ye do no evil, not that we should appear approved, but that ye should do that which is honest. For we are as reprobates.
Okay, that didn't give me anything. No!
Dear Eve,
No!
I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the
That's a different one.
shall not the ministration of the Spirit not be more glorious?
Okay, that didn't give me anything. Corinthians.
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Great, he said different things that have been written there, so that's nice.
For we are unto God a sweet savor of Christ, in them that are saved, and in them that perish.
No bloody ass idea. So the only thing to do for me is just like keep pressing those things till I find one.
Father of one.
That was a long one. Ah.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan.
Yeah, I don't think that this thing over here. I have to like go through all of
And
the
as they
chapters
did eat,
again.
Jesus took bread, and blessed
Ah.
it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take, eat. This is my body.
Yeah, have some, but you know what? This is not exactly helping me. Oh my god!
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
It was not in the book of the Corinthians, which is kind of sad.
Then came together unto him the Pharisees,
But
and
okay.
certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. You know what? This has to be like a better thing to do. He says something about the act, right? Wait, was it the note? When Paul understood the act. Okay, so Acts of the Apostles. And it was this one?
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here.
Unbelievable.
A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
Yeah, okay. Why the hell I didn't like add 2 to 2 by the previous time? I read it half of the book. I've gave up and was like, no, this has to be like a better way to do this thing. Act of the Apostles, the first answer I picked was the right one. God damn this game. The nightmare is probably not literal.
I'm guessing it's a metaphor. I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Give me like a minute, I don't think I'm done here yet. Bible's note. Yay! Decipher the message. Awesome! Yeah, but there's like a... wait, on the different chimney thingy, whatever. There's like a box over here. This box.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Yeah. Use the right key. Cannot do this thing. Huh. Use the left key. What? I need to have 2 keys for that thing? Why, game? Why you do this thing to me? I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. Holy shit balls. Okay, so I think this is actually a good point to cut this episode over here. I spent way too much time reading the Bible. I swear to God, I think I know half of the Bible by now. I cannot even like English. Ah, Jesus. That was terrifying. So, yeah, for just to stay sane, I'm gonna like leave it over here. This chapter was like full of puzzles, let's be honest over here. Full of puzzles and a lot of talking. Hopefully, soon, we'll find out our mother and we're gonna find out exactly what is happening in the castle. And if you don't know, new episodes are coming right around the corner, so we kinda like need to speed up. But that's gonna be the thing that's gonna happen in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. For the next episode, please subscribe a lot. I'll see you all in the next video.